Viva Las Vegas. Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Viva Las Vegas, because Gary Bettman and the National Hockey League today announced that Las Vegas has been granted a National Hockey League franchise to begin play in the 2017-18 season, and they defer the bid from Quebec City, not meaning that they have dismissed the bid, but for a further time they will take a look at it once again. The Canadian dollar is too low at the moment and just doesn't make sense per Gary Bettman. Now, what does the NHL expansion to Las Vegas, which does not have a team yet, mean to your Ottawa Senators? Well, it's very simple. The odd man out would probably be Marc Methot. He's too good to pass out on from the projected forwards we would protect. Because Phaneuf, unless he waives his no-trade clause, it looks like Methot would be the odd man out. Now, if that is a wrong fact, and that you can still put Phaneuf unprotected, I would say you put Phaneuf unprotected, then protect Marc Methot. He's younger, and it's less money, and he's equally as good, or if not better. Now, they would probably take one of our forwards. Dion Phaneuf is 35 years old, with a few years left on his contract, a no-waive clause, and $7.5 million cap hit. It makes no sense for the new team in Las Vegas. So, it all depends on Phaneuf's decision, and whether or not Methot is the odd man out. So, in my opinion, I'd rather have Phaneuf unprotected, Methot protected, and they take somebody like either Lazar, or it depends if Chiasson signs, stuff like that. And updates on Cody Ceci, actually, they're in contract talks as we speak. And Mike Hoffman, I do not have any updates. So expansion video will probably be next year when we get closer to with the name and everything. But there's a little update on that. You can follow them on Twitter at Las Vegas NHL. I think they already have a team. It's already Twitter. It's already verified and everything. It's pretty cool. But we're also here to talk about the National Hockey League Awards tonight in Las Vegas. Go figure. Senators fans will be looking at one event, which will be later on in the show. I checked the thing. It's like one of the last awards given out. The James Norris Trophy. Now, the three finalists are defensemen with the most goals as a defenseman this year. Brent Burns, 27 goals on the season. Then you got Drew Doughty with a plus 24 on the season. And then you got the Senators star Erik Karlsson, who had a point per game average at 82 points in the season. I'll read you realistically, it's Drew Doughty versus Erik Karlsson. And let me talk to you about the stats for Erik Karlsson in the 2015-16 season versus Drew Doughty's 2015-16 stats. Erik Karlsson played all 82 games this season for your Ottawa Senators, compiling 16 goals and 66 points. Absolutely fantastic for 82 points with a -2 season average, though, season total. Now, on a horrible defensive team like the Ottawa Senators, that's very good. And in the past few years, I found that Erik Karlsson has gotten much better on the defensive abilities he has, laying out the body more, staying on the position, forechecking, poking the puck away. I find he's been a much more rounded player and turned into a better defensive player than he was a few years ago. Comment below if you would agree with me. Now let's talk about the Drew Doughty stats. He also did play all of the 82 games of the 2015-16 season for the Kings. He had 14 goals, which is 2 goals less than Erik Karlsson. He had 37 assists, though, so not even close to Erik Karlsson's amount of points, for a total of 51 points. He had a plus 24, though. That might be... People are going to say, oh, well, he's better defensively. No, he's just on a better defensive team, in my opinion. If you look at a team like the Senators versus the Kings have Jonathan Quick, one of the best goalies in the NHL, Vezina Trophy candidate for the best goalie of the year. You have a very good blue line and a very good offensive lines. Senators are a very good offensive team, but they don't know how to play defense. They don't have the structure yet. Hopefully next year with Guy Boucher and Mark Crawford they will. But I believe Brent Burns, he might be the dark horse. You don't know. I'm not showing you stats, but that's all you need. 27 goals, 57 points, I believe. He might be the dark horse. He might actually win it It's going to be very close, all three candidates. Some people are saying Erik Karlsson shouldn't win it because he's already won 2 already. Drew Doughty's never won it, and Erik Karlsson didn't make the playoffs. But in my opinion, you have to give the Norris Trophy to the most rounded and best defenseman, and that deserves it the most, and that would definitely be Erik Karlsson. He didn't play horribly defensively this season. In fact, he was not bad. There was obviously some goals, if you go through highlights, that he got embarrassed. But if you look at Drew Doughty, same thing. Now, if you compare the two, Drew Doughty is definitely a more rounded player. Better defense, a very good defensive player, still getting the offense. Erik Karlsson's very amazingly offensively powered, but still getting the hang on the defense, especially on a very unstructured defense system the Senators used to have. Erik Karlsson with a -2 on the season, and he back-checked, he hit. I believe you give it to the best defenseman of the season, 2015-16 season, and Erik Karlsson, top 10 points in the season for all players, deserves the Norris Trophy. And I'm predicting Erik Karlsson will win the Norris Trophy for the 3rd time in his career. A future Hall of Famer, Erik Karlsson is. And I'm very excited. You could tune in 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sportsnet. All the channels on Sportsnet, I believe. Make sure to watch that. A National Hockey League award ceremony in Las Vegas. It's always fun to watch. And hopefully we see Erik Karlsson get the Norris Trophy once again. Also, we should be getting a video done for the National Hockey League draft tomorrow, because considering the draft is on Friday at 6:30 as well, or 7 o'clock, one of the two on Sportsnet again. Senators have the 12th pick. I'm hoping to get a solid defensive player, a defenseman like maybe Jacob Churchrin. I'd be ecstatic if he was still there. But more realistically, we'll get a forward because I don't think Churchrin will be there. But stay tuned for the video tomorrow on the draft. And as well, we will be live tweeting. We will tweet tonight if Erik Karlsson wins or not, obviously, at our Twitter, @SensDoc_. But we will be live tweeting the National Hockey League draft on Friday, so stay tuned for that on our Twitter, @SensDoc_. Thank you all for watching, and congratulations to Las Vegas, Nevada on the 2017-18 season. Las Vegas team and NHL expansion draft. It's going to be a heavily debated topic for Senators fans and NHL fans the next coming weeks and months and year, of course. Follow us on Twitter, @SensDoc_, for live tweeting updates of the games and breaking news, and of course, the off-season for the NHL. Like us on Facebook at SensDoc. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video for share cool stuff. Add a circle so Google Plus at SensDoc. SensDocCentral.com. Check it out. Cool website. I update it 24/7. Check it out. I work really hard on it and read our articles, of course. Thank you all for watching. Comment below your opinions on Las Vegas, expansion draft, NHL draft this season, and the NHL Awards. Plus, Las Vegas will be getting a top 6 pick no matter what in their first season in next year's draft. And the expansion draft will be heavily debated, so comment below and follow me on Twitter @SensDoc_. Thank you all for watching. Viva Las Vegas. Go Sens, go.